Uncommon Goods pays less than a New York City minimum wage job. Every year during the winter retail holidays, which is Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and Christmas, an e-commerce company by the name of Uncommon Goods in Brooklyn, New York directly hires hundreds of employees who are mostly minorities, which are blacks and Hispanics, but mostly more blacks than Hispanics. And when it comes down to it, they tell you that there's plenty of work during the holidays and that they pay $20 per hour. But when you look at it, it's really a scheme to fool, exploit, and oppress minorities. When they tell you that it's $20 per hour, you might think that it's a pretty good deal. You might be calculating all of the money that you can make during the holidays, and you would think, if I work 40 hours per week, times $20 per hour, then that's $800 a week. And even if I don't work 40 hours per week and I work 35 hours per week at $20 per hour, then that's $700 a week. But Uncommon Goods doesn't work like that. At Uncommon Goods, you are only working for around 18 hours per week. The shifts are 6-hour shifts, or specifically 6 hours and 15 minutes. 8 a.m. to 3:15 p.m. and 3 p.m. to 10:15 p.m. And they give you a 1-hour lunch. And they pay for 30 minutes of that 1 hour. Therefore, the 6-hour shift turns into 6 hours and 45-minute shift. But you are only working for 3 days per week. Therefore, 6 hours and 45 minutes times 3 days per week is only 20 hours and 15 minutes per week. And multiplied by $20 per hour, then that's only $403 per week before taxes. So, when a company like Uncommon Goods tell you that they pay their employees way above minimum wage, then they are not telling you the full truth or the entire story. A seasonal minimum wage job pays more than Uncommon Goods. Most people do not know what the minimum wage in New York City is. As of January 1st, 2024, the minimum wage in New York City is $16 per hour. And a seasonal job is usually 35 hours or 40 hours per week. And since it's seasonal, there should be a lot of overtime. Therefore, a minimum wage job at 35 hours per week and at $16 per hour is $560 a week. And a 40-hour shift times the minimum wage of $16 per hour is $640 per week. Both weekly minimum wage shifts of 35 hours or 40 hours, which is $560 or $640 per week, are both more than the weekly pay of the $403 that Uncommon Goods pay their employees. Therefore, stop looking at the hourly rate that the employer pays and look at the weekly hours that the employer offers. Yes, make sure that your hourly rate is in compliance with the minimum wage laws, which is at minimum wage or above. But look at the weekly hours that you are given. Because these companies or CEOs want to tell people that they are good companies and good CEOs when in fact they are evil capitalists and modern day slave masters. The majority of the employees at Uncommon Goods are black people. Therefore, they know who to take advantage of. Why isn't the majority of workers white people? When these companies increase the hourly rate, they decrease the hours of the employees. And they force the employees to increase their speed of work per hour. Therefore, these employees who are making $403 per week at $20 per hour for 20.15 hours a week is really working for $10.08 per hour at a 40-hour shift or $11.51 per hour at a 35-hour shift.